Your hair's uneven.
Yeah.
You look dusty.
I hate you.
You look dusty.
I hate you. I don't like this angle.
Man, Promise Man on Pop-Up Podcast.
Okay.
Craziness,
foolery.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
I'm
You've been here
Hernandez.
like every time I've been here.
Yeah. My number's like 80 now,
Oh,
birthday.
80, yeah.
Bam.
I'm at 11. Go ahead and introduce
I'm
yourself.
famous now, y'all. Hi, Dad. I'm Mendez, outfit. I'm student at Career Center in Glen High School, internet venture cafe for the Feeling Friends, and I'm an entrepreneur. Big things coming soon.
That's what I'm talking about. So how did you get a part of the Venture Cafe?
I started out as a volunteer, and I was like, this is interesting. So I volunteered for about a year, then I asked him for a job because I needed desperate money.
Yeah.
And so,
I need money too.
why not ask people you know?
That's what I'm talking about. So, where do you want this to take you?
To owning my own company, which it has in a
Like
lot of
what?
ways already. I want to own a management company that handles the management aspects of public figures and also does management consulting for other businesses and organizations. Am I not close enough?
No. You sound good.
Okay.
So, managing assets for public figures. Now, is
Managing the business aspects. Of public
aspects.
figures.
I thought you said, okay.
And also doing management consulting for other businesses. So if you need financial consulting, marketing consulting, all that good stuff.
I need somebody just to handle business while I do creative stuff like that.
Exactly. See, I hear that so much.
So,
especially with creative people because they hate doing
yeah.
they hate doing busy work.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind doing because I love being a boss of something.
So I guess, and that's cool. You see, one of the things that I learned is the term intrapreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I can own the company or whatever, I want to have somebody else run it so I can do all the quirky and crazy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And you like to do that.
I love to do that.
Hey,
I love to.
I might have a business partner right here.
You might have a business partner right here.
Hey,
but look, and we got the same computer.
Yeah.
And we got the same computer.
Hey.
Is this 2016?
What?
Is this 2016?
Huh?
That's funny.
This is 2018.
Ooh, my bad. Ooh,
Yeah, like 26. What?
my bad.
No, this is 2018, Mom.
My bad, y'all.
I just didn't want to shell out an extra $200 for the little tab right there.
Oh, no, I don't even like that. I don't like that.
No, that's it. So that was it on that. But business wise, so you're doing that. How old are you?
17.
17. Running a business.
Getting a business off the ground. But I already have some clients.
Who are some of your inspirational folk that you look up to as far as entrepreneurs?
Karen Kuthrill, CEO of the Feeling Friends. This sounds like an exaggeration, but I promise you it's not. I would not be the person I am today if it was not for her. So Karen Kuthrill and the Feeling Friends.
Because I swear I don't like everybody. Every time I ask that question about what entrepreneur people look up to or whatever, it's always somebody different that I've never heard of.
Really?
It is.
So Karen Kuthrill with the Feeling Friends, long story short, she does social emotional learning in adults, but primarily in children of a younger age.
Excellent.
So the image is like if you give people the vocabulary and the methods to process through their emotions in a healthy manner,
Gotcha.
then you'll have a society of emotionally healthy people. And so you don't let things hold you back. And so you become your true self. And so 2 years ago, if you asked me what I wanted to do, I would have said I wanted to be, an accountant.
Accounting.
Because that's what the school system and just the system in general put inside of me. So you need to go to college, and you need to get a degree, and then jobs can come running to you.
Yeah,
You have to work for somebody else for 30 years, and then you retire wealthy, which none of that works. Nobody tells you about student loan debt.
Do you care about cussing real quick?
No.
Okay, it's a fucking lie.
We can cuss on here.
Hell yeah.
It is a raggedy ass lie. I tell you that. It's a raggedy ass. It's a system.
But don't hit that because then I can't hear. But no.
It's a system. It's a scam. It's like a way of entrapment. So the generation before me, probably your generation, is trapped a lot by buying a house and buying a car. They trap you for 30 years. And if you're trapped financially, you can't move. You can't do anything. It's a form of control. Americans think we're free and we're not. But if you have the image that you're free, then you'll be fine.
True.
And so with my generation, it's student loan debt. Like the other day, I was in a class and they were telling us about how to calculate your student loan debt. They're already ingraining in you that you're going to have to pay student loan debt. And I know people that make well over 6 figures, and they don't they start out making over 6 figures, and they don't pay their student loan debt off until they're like 50.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's the goal for me. And the only reason, me personally, I'm going to college is because I'm in the financial position to have the luxury of choosing whether I want to go to college or not.
Yeah.
And also, especially in this oversaturated job market and entrepreneur market, you have to be the best at what you do.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, when it comes to that oversaturation, what differentiates you from being that, or are you smart enough, or are you willing enough to pivot on certain things if stuff doesn't work out?
I don't even think it's who's smart enough. I think it's who wants it bad enough. Like, do y'all think Beyonce is the only person in the world that can do that?
No.
That can sing, write, and dance? No, but she works.
She doesn't write. She sings. She doesn't write. She's more of an entertainer. No, because I've seen some of her credits, and it's like she got 17 folk on one song.
She's on there. She does some writing. But what I'm saying is, she wanted it bad enough. Like, she works these hours.
She does.
But I can promise you, she's not the only person in the world that can do that. There are people probably far more talented than her that just don't want to get up and do it. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's just our society loves artists when they make it up here, but you will never see a society openly supporting an artist when they're down here, or when you're down here. When you're up here, people love you. Like when you're up at the top, when you're on the charts, if your art is selling good, if your clothing brand is doing good, they'll support you. But when it's time to support you when things are getting rough, like, especially in the black community, it's like, we'll dab each other up, we'll say, like, what's up, my G, and all that. But then, like, when it's like, hey, I got a book coming up, you should buy it, then it's like, ooh, you're doing too much,
Hey, you want to hear something crazy?
Tell me something crazy.
Last night, I literally stole somebody's post off of Facebook. It literally said, hey, y'all, interview went well. I got the job. Smiley face, praying hands, happy face like this. I know for a fact I have liked everyone else's picture, posted stuff about doing the show, clothing line, stuff like that. I literally, in 24 hours, had 150 people like and comment on the fact that I got a job somewhere. It really hurt. Like, it really hurt, because it was like, damn, I can't, say I'm doing something on my own and really trying to, promote stuff and all this type of stuff, versus, I'm working for somebody, and they don't know what the job is, they don't know the title. I done worked with folk before. I done left a job or whatever, and, ain't nobody asking about that. They just, hey, you got a job.
That's where society is, though.
That's crazy, man.
That's how we're rigged in our mind. Am I taking too much of your time?
No, I'm still waiting for Karen. So.
That's the way our society
is.
But
we have a good conversation too. So.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
That's the way our society is rigged to think. So it's like, if you have a good job, you're automatically successful. Or if you have a big house, or if you have a big income, you're automatically successful.
Definitely.
But when you have somebody trying to do their own thing, it's not going to be supported at all. It's not because people don't like you. It's because it's just not the norm, especially nowadays.
It needs to quickly become the norm.
Huh?
It needs to quickly become the norm.
It does. And so, 100 years ago, majority of the people that work jobs were working for themselves. A lot of people don't know that. And
that's a good outlook.
And people are always saying, there's an oversaturated job market, there's not enough jobs. It's because nobody wants to get up and do the work to make the jobs. The government does not make jobs. Big corporations don't make jobs. It's your small businesses.
That's great. That's great. That's a great scenario, like you said.
And even, let's say, just to break my words of wisdom down to you. So let's say somebody's making $100,000 for 30 years of their life, which is a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you save 10% of that for retirement, just for retirement, which is a lot of money just for retirement. You're going to save $300,000 after 30 years. You can't live off of $300,000 for 30 years.
Exactly.
For the rest of your life. It's impossible. Especially if nobody teaches you how to invest it. Which nobody does. It's all a trap. It's all a scam. It's all a scam.
It's really good to have a younger person's insight in life.
But a lot of my generation doesn't understand that.
You sure?
I promise you.
It just seems like, well, I guess it's just the way how...
In high school right now, a lot of people still think, because we're taught, that college is the pivotal moment in my life where I'm going to get a job, get a career. Because that's the way I used to think.
I learned how to become a better drinker in college. And I learned how to do this stuff too. But I mean, that was it.
It's just like, it's so ingrained in us ever since middle school. It's like, okay, you gotta go to high school so you can get to college. And then in high school, it's like, everybody's telling you, oh, that won't pass in college. You're gonna have to do this in college. You're gonna have to do that in college. A lot of people don't understand. When you go to college, you're not paying for the knowledge. You're paying for the certification to say you can do something.
No, you're paying for the tenacity to actually...
You're paying for the degree.
Yeah.
You're paying tens of thousands of dollars for the degree.
And the whole time you're looking for a internship or something like that, because even in getting an entry-level position or whatever the case is, you have to have a certain level of years in the game. You can't do that if you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And me personally, this is just me. I can't say this for everybody.
No.
I cannot work a job where I'm just... So, school teaches you to follow rules all through life. School is going to teach you to follow rules the way they were given to you. Do not challenge authority. Do not go against those rules. I've never been like the person to follow rules. I've always gotten in trouble for not following the rules because not to be cocky, not, you know,
whatever.
But it's like, I pair my good sense of judgment with like a good way of thinking. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you should do this. I'll say, like, in my mind, it works. Like, we should do this. This would be the outcome. This is how you need to do it.
Definitely.
And so, I personally think that's an amazing tool. Like, I think it's a talent. A lot of people wouldn't see that as a talent.
Yes.
But I see it as a talent. I could not work for anybody else because that's why I want to be an entrepreneur, because I don't follow rules well. I feel like I get fired really quick. I have gotten fired.
Hey. But you already know it. And that's good. Because I know when I was young, that ain't happening with me. Anyway, hear about social media up, because
my social media is WABBYY.MD.
What's that stand for?
It's wavy.md.
Gotcha. Cool.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, everything's good, man. Promise Man, Public Podcast.
Perfect.
That's what it is. Hey, we out here. So we doing it. Got one more podcast interview coming up. Be right back. Let's get it going.